Let's go, Kaya. Let's go, Kaya. Let's go, Kaya. Hey everybody, welcome to the Crossover Cinema Podcast. I'm Carlo.
And I'm Kaya, y'all. You already know what it is. We're here to talk about the premiere episode of DC's latest, The Penguin, starring Colin Farrell. And I gotta say, I don't even recognize the dude. And in this show, that's saying a lot, because it really went down. We saw a penguin rising from the ashes of Gotham's flood from the Riddler in the original Batman film. And so to see Penguin killing Alberto Falcone, taking Victor under his wing, just evading Sofia Falcone's, suspicions and still getting, battered for it, it was really something. But on that note, I want to know, what were you doing? What were you up to this week, Carlo? Did you see anything new?
This week, bro, I saw a crazy documentary.
Okay.
It's called Chimp Crazy. It's made by the same guys who did Tiger King. It's amazing. If you guys want to go check that out, I'm just saying, I saw that this week. We're going to maybe do a review. Maybe we're going to do a little video. I'm going to put the link here. But seriously, like, you guys, if you want to see something really good on Crave, it's really, really,
awesome.
Really interesting. It's crazy. Like, if you think that people with tigers are crazy, you didn't see people with chimpanzees, bro. It's one of the best documentary of this year. It was trending number 1 or 2 yesterday, like the second documentary.
This is all over
research
chimpanzees?
on Google. Yeah, it's Chimp Crazy. So it's the story about, like, you follow people that became in love with their chimpanzees. They bought a small monkey, but the thing is that you realize that you cannot keep a monkey all his life, because a monkey lives almost like 80 to 100 years, and after 5 years he becomes totally wild, even if you really
there's no way to domesticate.
There's no way to domesticate him, not like a dog. The thing is, you get what you have. Like, your dog, how he's gonna be, and it's approximately that all your life. But a monkey, man, you can't know when he's gonna flip and become super territorial, and it's like 500 pound of force. You have the impression that you're the same height, but you're not. I'm just saying, like, it's really impressive what monkey could do. If you want to go check a documentary, go check that. I don't know, Kaya, did you saw something this week?
This week I did see something. I went to try The Substance, starring Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. I gotta say, this is one to watch for y'all. Like, I don't even want to say too much, but I really want to give out shouts out to the director, Coralie Fargiat. A talent. You are a talent, straight up. That movie, it goes places and then some, and in ways that I feel like only cinema can do. And that's the best way to put it. Like, just go for it. Go for the art, y'all. And I hope the Oscars give it some nominations for makeup, screenplay, director, best picture. Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go check that for sure. If that's what you're saying, for sure it could be interesting. But let's go. Why everybody's here right now? Let's go with the review. Penguin, bro. Penguin. What a crazy and great episode it was.
That's a way to start, y'all. That's a way to start.
I'm sure right now, I don't know if it has the buzz that it's supposed to have, but it was a really, really great episode. I think the series will be incredible. I'm sure everybody's going to love it if you go watch it. Just a sec. Let's start with Oswald, man. Like, what's up with all this makeup, man? Is this vibe, this soprano vibe,
the entire transformation. Like, just everything.
I love that. And we're really at the same place as in the movie. We're at the same universe as Joker with Lady Gaga, man. It's
giving that same aesthetic.
It's exactly what we
wanted. That aesthetic that I think the Batman really did a good job of establishing in the initial film. And Penguin's role in that was small, but he was impactful. His car chase with Batman, the flipping of the car, everything about that was awesome. And I feel like here we're getting more of a character study through that on one of these villains that can rise and become, I think, the great and kind of in some ways formidable foe to the Batman. And I think the cowardice and sliminess of the Penguin being so full on in display here, while also showing like his ability to have humility, it's just interesting to see Colin Farrell take all those like sides of the role and just like show the multifaceted nature of a character that we've always kind of thought was just kind of regular. You know, he's just that guy who wears a top hat, he's got a limp, and he's got a cane, umbrella for a gun. You know what I mean? And I feel like here...
It's the classic, but it's the one... I think that's what we wanted, especially after the Batman, the Cape Crusader that we saw. That was completely like a new...
I think that Oswald Cobblepot flip in that show really was like a change that... It within the narrative, it worked because there was a clear angle of a familial kind of like aspect of like the mothering nature of this version of the Penguin. But I feel like having the Penguin have to be mothered and to be, you know, dealt with in a way that shows he's still a child inside was really interesting to see, along with all the other facets of his character.
That's what's awesome. The relationship he had with his mother put him so much at a place that you could feel really like where they were in the sur l'échelle de la vie. You don't know if you know what I mean.
No,
like you would see them like where they were in life, like not just like there's so much mothers, man, trying. That's what it's a great villain, man. When a villain, you understand his backstory and you can relate a little bit on some stuff, man. That's where we get a great villain. That's what they're doing right now with that episode. It took me maybe 45 minutes to really be in that episode, but
it took me 7. Like when
I know
you said 45, I'm like, it took me 7. It really, the moment he killed
45, like
the moment he killed Alberto was enough.
Be like, it's gonna be a great season. It's gonna be a great season.
I could understand that as a point because I feel like this whole first episode does a very good job of just rebalancing you within the universe of the Batman and the dirtiness of the world and how gritty it really is. Like it's not that like, oh, our show is gritty. No, the show is really gritty. And I feel like it doesn't do it in a way that's apologetic or pandering. It feels like it's doing it in a way that is authentic to the narrative they're trying to create and the world they're trying to build in this version of the DC universe. And I think a good example of that, it's a very minor scene, but when he's passing by these presumably transgender prostitutes, and he gives them the loveliest greeting, and there's this clear interaction of like, you know, I respect you, you respect me. Like that's, I think, another aspect that builds off of, you know, the Penguin's desire to be, you know, recognized and be given the fame and the love that he thinks he deserves, you know, for his efforts. And I think that it's interesting to see him take this young man under his wing as well. You know, Victor is a very interesting
that
character.
Dynamic, man, is awesome. Seriously, I feel like that dynamic will be something that will be a part really strong about that show. It gives a little bit of Robin and Batman vibe, man, but yeah, man, I don't know.
In its own
really
twisted
like
way,
ending.
you know?
Like, oh yeah, it's a great anti-hero kind of story that we're gonna be allowed to see, man. I think. Yeah.
I don't even know if I would call it an anti-hero story. I feel like it's really just a villain that you're able to root for because you're seeing every part of him and every facet of him kind of being broken down layer by layer, and what those parts kind of create the sum of this person and how he is going to find his way, you know, in this crime vacuum. He's 110% going to come out. He's Denzel Washington in that meme with Jamie Foxx. I'm leaving here with something.
No, but for sure, in his world where he lives and everything, he's not that. I understand what you mean. It's not necessarily like he's doing the best he can in the world he is in.
Exactly.
I get that aspect you're saying, but at the end, he's ruling on crime, and it makes crime cool. So the message there is whatever you want, but bro, come on.
Listen, this show ain't for kids, you know. It is what it is, you know. For me, I'm here for all of that, you know, like the R-ratedness of the show, the violence of the show, all of it felt necessary. It felt like it had a point, and it was directed well. Like Sophia Falcone, speaks for itself.
Let's talk about it.
Her direction in this show is so interesting to see because normally I'm a bit of a sucker for keeping that comic's accuracy in terms of a build, especially for a female character that's like supposed to be 6 foot, really strong, big biceps. But Christina Milioti's performance is like, wow, you're awesome.
Yeah.
You're really awesome. Like, she's just super cool.
Character. And that torture scene is really, really well made. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm talking about the tension, and
Yep.
it's not much, but it's just enough, man. The humiliation, and we understand more about what she lived in Arkham. Yeah, the storyline is very well done, and that's, I think, what's going to be
that
like
just keeps adding to the
strong
lore
part, man.
of Batman. Think about it. That line, her talking about Arkham, lets you know that if Batman is putting these people in Arkham, you know, he's honestly going and putting them into a situation where they're going to be dehumanized, you know, and they're not going to really be rehabilitated, as she put it. And it's so interesting to see them
their part.
Exactly, to see them flesh that out and show you why a villain can become who they are, even if the inklings are already there from youth or whatever. You know, I think it's cool to see this show wanting to help us understand the psyches of the people Batman's going to inevitably punch in the face. You know?
Yeah, because at the end, it's always Batman coming and doing his beating. My father died, bro.
And it's like, I'm vengeance.
Oh, yeah. But he's gonna be at his top for sure. He's gonna be at his top of his game. Penguin's gonna be, he's gonna be very hard to get down, and that's where it's gonna be interesting that Batman comes in.
What we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to that kind of expansion of kind of, I guess, allowing these Batman villains to breathe, and then at the same time, when we inevitably go and see the Batman films, knowing all of these aspects are coming into play and seeing how they shape the narrative we're about to watch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there's always going to be a new main villain presumably introduced. But now when we get to see, I'm about to call him Kingpin, that's how badass I found him. I really found Penguin he was just a really good example of what Batman's going to inevitably have to deal with in terms of this rogues gallery. You know, he is trying to be more than the mob almost in a certain way. And like, while he will be a face of it, it's almost like he's a good example of the beginnings of those crazy, you know, distorted villains that want to come about because Batman comes about, because he wears this bat suit and he parades around with this power that he wields as a vigilante. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see Oswald take that shape throughout the series.
Really, really, and I love the fact that he's trying to get it right now too, because we start the series in a really like intense moment. We're right there in the action,
in the aftermath.
I hope that the next episodes and all those episodes that are coming will not be slowed down by the story, and we're gonna keep that hype.
I think that's very important. I think overall, it's keeping that pacing going.
Kind of, keep that pacing going. I think that's gonna be important because. Yeah, man, that ending was really good. No, seriously. So on that note, Kaya, I feel like doing a little game. I don't know if you're down with that. I was thinking about a new segment at the end of the podcast.
New segment.
The name is Who Said That?
Who said that? Ooh.
Who said that?
Who said that? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who said that?
So, if you're down, I'm asking you who said that in the episode. And if you're good enough to tell me who said that, well, you get a point, and if you're not,
you
get
out a point, and you'll get a medal. I'll give you a.
So let's start. And if you guys like it at home and you think you could beat Kaya in his time, that's great. So let's try it right now with the first question. Who said that? I'm going for the line. Just sit tight. Maybe look for your sense of humor. It's gotta be here somewhere.
That's gotta be Oz to Vic. But I'm not sure the context. I want to say it was...
Yeah, where was it, you think?
It wasn't... It might have been when he was pulling out the cigar. I'm not sure. I think I might have that wrong. But I you know what? I'm gonna lock that one in. It wasn't around when he took out the cigar and he thought he was going to...
Yeah, final answer?
Final answer.
You're right, but not really. Like, you have half a point. It's Oswald, but it's when he leaves to go in the Falcone mansion.
Okay. I got the timing wrong. My bad. I was probably on the Twitters. I was probably on the Twitters when that scene happened. I just listened to the audio.
Yeah. So yeah, Kaya, you got it. You guys at home got it. Just if you think you could beat Kaya, just write it in the comment what you think.
I ain't beating me. Please stop this. Foolish.
I always known you were capable of more.
Oh, that's easy. That was Victoria. Sorry, Victoria. Sophia Falcone.
So easy, Kaya, right?
Yes,
easy.
I immediately was thinking of Victor and then added a feminine ending to his name. I apologize, Victor.
Okay.
The point is,
go. Who
it's
do you think it
Sophia
is?
Falcone to Oz after dinner because she knows he killed her brother and she knows he's capable of so much more, like murder. You know, just because.
I knew it would have been too easy for you, all those questions.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going for the last one, you guys. Let's go. Will you tell me first what I did to lose your respect?
Oh, come on, bro. That was Oz's mom.
Hey.
That was Oz's mom.
Sure?
Yeah, man. That was
You're
his mom.
sure about that?
Yes, I am. You know why?
I leave you right here. Right here, you have a chance.
Oh, yeah? You leave me? Yeah. It was Oz.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to tell you this again. It was Oz's mom to Oz because he gave her a necklace and she felt like she was being bought off because he's lying. And he was. Go ahead. Reveal it.
Well, you're wrong. It's Victor. No, it's not true. You're right.
I was like, what are you talking about, Willis?
Exactly
Please.
at that moment.
I'm trying to play games with
yeah,
you
guys
ridiculous.
tell us in comments how much you got on 3. On that note, thank you guys being there. My name is Carlo.
And I'm Kaya, y'all. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. And we'll see you next time on the next review of The Penguin. Ciao.
Yeah, guys. See you next week.